Hi, welcome to the Andrew Buckle book review of Wally Wood, The Galaxy Art and Beyond. Now, this is the material that he did for science fiction magazines such as Galaxy, predominantly Galaxy, but there are others, by Roger Hill. And this is from IDW. The book came out in 2016. I have reviewed this before, but I thought I'm just going to go through it again. Just been rereading it today. Excellent book, absolutely brilliant. IDWpublishing.com, and you can see all the details there. ISBN, it's about 160 odd pages. And you can see all the details there, machinery, robots, alien life forms, and much, much more. Of course, he did lots and lots of EC comics, all those sort of ones, well documented. But this is an excellent book. But I'm just going to show a few other books that are connected to Wally Wood. This one, EC, which is brilliant. Stories, Artisan Edition, really, really worth checking out. Should be able to still pick up copies of this. Just full of just superb EC comic art all the way through. And this one, which I think is probably one of the best ones, a real hefty, chunky book. I don't know if this is still reasonably available. You should be able to pick up copies, I'm certain. Wally Wood, 1927, 1981, woodwork. And it's just full of thousands and thousands of examples, lots of great pages all the way through, as well as, of course, examples from similar sort of things as Galaxy magazine there as well. And some more. Fireball XL5. Must be millions and millions of these sort of things, various jigsaw puzzles, whatever, all done in the 60s that were done by lots of these artists. And all this material, it would be great to see. Here Comes Daredevil. Of course, he did a lot of work for Marvel as well, Tower Comics and others. So let's go through the book itself. 2016, and it was printed before. I don't know if this one's the first or the second. There is a slight... I've always been slightly confused about it because I haven't obviously got the other copies, so I don't really know. But there it is, Roger Hill. And let's just go through the book. It's a nice quality book. You can see it's a nice, sizable, chunky book. And there's all the details there. September 2016. It says second printing. So I don't know what happened with the first printing. Maybe that did have a slightly different title. I don't know. It's a simple answer. Acknowledgements. And you got that. This book is dedicated to Dan Adkins, Bill Pearson and Glenn Wood. And it's obviously a mad there, and also some other examples. Now, most of the pictures in here are massive. I've just been shown the introduction. They're obviously smaller. Now, Galaxy magazine, Galaxy Science Fiction, I really like. It's one of my favourite science fiction magazines or books, pulps, whatever it was you want to call it. I really loved it. October 1950, 51, 52. You could pick these up for reasonably nothing near enough for many years ago, though I have noticed they are quite expensive now. Unfortunately, I haven't got a single copy left, but I did thoroughly enjoy reading them. This one, Mission of Gravity, a Galaxy science fiction novel. Now, I never picked any volumes of that up. It's up there, number 33. So obviously there were lots and lots of them. Obviously, Wally Wood, you can tell straight away, Wally Wood. Got a lot of these sort of things as well. Full colour men's magazine gag cartoons. There must be millions and millions of brilliant artwork that have never been collected because there have been all these men's magazines, various cartoon magazines, humour magazines. There were millions of them here in the UK as well as, of course, in the US. And there must be lots and lots of examples, and probably, of course, throughout Europe as well and beyond. Now, that would not be out of place in an EC comic. I mean, it's just, this is the one reason to get this sort of book, because if you're an EC fan, Wally Wood fan, I mean, you'd get it. I mean, you would get this straight away. I mean, wow. And it's got lots of details as well. It's got this one's Planet Stories, January 1953. This one's Jungle Stories, Spring 1953. A magazine that I must admit, I don't recall. But Jungle Stories. And also, you got lots of it. I mean, wow. I mean, just absolutely stunning. Now, not every page has any details about the actual story, but it's on the next page, so you can find out. And now that says Galaxy Science Fiction, October 1958. So there's a bit of a spread there. Obviously, some are in black and white, some are in colour, and again, Wally Wood there. Let's flick through a few, and you've got some, of course. You've got 4 on a page. I mean, just beautiful, beautiful artwork. Again, I assume, and I'm just going to quickly turn to the other page, maybe the details on the other page. No? Oh, yes, there's the details there. So you got next. It's a bit all over the place in terms of finding details. You have to get backwards and forwards. But Galaxy Science Fiction, May 1958, 58, etc., etc. I don't know if it includes everything. I don't know if every single picture, that every drawing he ever did, every single cover, if they're all in here. No idea. But there's certainly a lot of brilliant, brilliant drawings all the way through this. I mean, that's just absolutely superb. Again, Galaxy Science Fiction 1, Galaxy Science Fiction 1958. I didn't buy many of 1958. I got lots of 1952, 53. For some weird reason, 58, that sort of period. Don't recall getting these. Now, these ones, Galaxy Science Fiction, again, you can obviously see the covers there. They were great. I really, really love them. And also I love the collections. You could get sort of these massive collections of Galaxy, what stories that were in Galaxy. Again, every time you look at that, you can see Wally Wood straight away, that style. This one, Galaxy Science Fiction again. There's another. I mean, just really beautiful. Now, some are obviously clearly the artwork. You can see the artwork there. But some, obviously, I assume, are from the actual magazine themselves. They don't look like they might be. I don't know, but it doesn't say, unfortunately. It would be nice if it said bracket, this is the original drawing. Some cases, I'm certain it is, but some cases I'm not really so certain. It might actually be from the actual book itself. Can't tell. But still, this one's, again, lots and lots of Galaxy Science Fiction. So there's near enough every 1958, 59, and they're from like Black Sword by A.J. Offset. Even. I haven't read him in his work, I must admit. And another Galaxy one. In many ways, I would love to have seen all the covers all together instead of being spread out. But it doesn't matter. I mean, why not? So this one's 1961. That was, obviously, Italian version. That's an Italian one there. Now, I don't know if that's the same as the American ones. Maybe they're different covers. I don't know. Never ever picked up an Italian copy of Galaxy magazine, but of course you can see there the brilliant artwork there. Now again, unfortunately, another thing that doesn't get included here, which would have been nice, would have been the size, because of course it's very hard to tell. You look at that. Was that of course it wasn't. That wasn't the original size at all. But it would have been nice to actually know the details about the size. And you've also got these ones, which are again more Galaxy ones, but again, Great Nebraska Sea. Here, Gathers of Stars. And so on, you can see those. Again, they must have been bigger than that. I'm quite certain they were bigger than that. But it's still great to see all the way through this. This one's If. So you got here If magazine, If Science Fiction. Don't think I've ever picked up many copies of If. It was one of those ones, I love the blue. I love those duotone covers. Duotone covers or duo cover pictures are always stunning. I think they're just great. Lovely underwater scene there. And you've got some other here, which is great. This one's If Science Fiction, just a straight sort, very nicely done. And let's see if there's any more there. Actually, saying some of these must be from the actual magazines because of the way they're done. You can actually see the writing in the background. You can just see up right at the top there. You see the writing through the page. So I guess that they're from the pulps themselves or magazines. Let's see what else is there. This one's If Science Fiction again. Original Science Fiction one. God, that looks stunning. Again, every time you see any of these pictures, most of the time you can see those. Though saying that, the poses that he did in the Tower comics, and I love those ones, Dynamo and all those, No Man. There's always a certain poses that he did. You don't really see that when you're looking through this, which is odd. But you certainly, some you can. You can see that is definitely Wally Wood. Instantaneously see that. Just lovely. Just love his work. And let's just get to the final section. And this is the Wally Wood checklist. So you've got here pulp and magazine work. So you can see a complete listing of things. And again, you probably go through the book, obviously, and see if all of these are included. I don't know if they are, but it's still really, really nice selection. And a nice little list all the way through 1959, 1960, you can see there. So he was doing like their interior illustration. Again, doesn't unfortunately put the details of the sizes. That would have been lovely. Or if the pages, the artwork still exists. That would have been brilliant. Cover paintings for 32, 31. Though it doesn't say, for Galaxy Science Fiction novels. And also Worlds of Tomorrow, original science fiction stories. And that is it. So you've got all the way through to about 1963. Going through this. I mean, this is just an absolute good. If you're a Wally Wood fan, you'd have to pick this up. I mean, I think this book is just beautiful all the way. It's just so beautiful artwork. So there's lots of examples of his work all the way through it. And as mentioned, definitely another book if you want, find anything Wally Wood. This probably must be one of the best to get as well. There are, of course, many others. This is about the limited selection of Wally Wood books I've got. Obviously, I've got the comics, most of the comics, all the various Russ Cochran books, they're just brilliant. But these books, always nice to find out details about. Also, Galaxy Art, I would like to see more of these sort of books available. Would be great, because there are so many science fiction illustrations that have yet to be collected. So it would be nice to see in this sort of format, just great, maybe of a particular artist, obviously Wally Wood. Maybe some of the other EC artists did work as well. I don't know, but it would be nice if they did, that their work is available in this sort of volume. Anyway, I love it. Absolutely great. Wally Wood's work, always amazing. Totally recommended.